I wouldn't even talk anymore to these guys. I would really try to put it in 2 slides, 2 pictures that really show end to end from a strategy all the way to achieving outcomes and what is needed there. How are these initiatives? We're not just coming up with initiatives. We're coming up with them because there's clarity of what we want to accomplish and why.
Coming right at you, the PM Cowboy Podcast.
Hi, this is your project management cowboy coming right back to you with another podcast. We have an incredible privilege today to have, like always, a great guest on board. We'll introduce him in just a moment. Our first podcast was somebody who was involved with Siemens at a very, very high level, program and portfolio management. That time it was in Europe. This time we have the privilege of introducing a longtime associate of mine, Al Zeitoun. Al Zeitoun, I have to get my notes out, Al, because you have such an illustrious title. Global Leader, Senior Director, Strategy, Execution, Operational Excellence, and Program Management. That's a mouthful. I'm sure all the ears of all the people who are looking at this podcast just went like this, right? Oh my God, this is another OG project management cowboy coming to us with lots of wisdom, real life wisdom. Al, welcome on board.
Mark, it's a pleasure. The last thing I was trying to figure out before we got on is like, how long have I known you, Mark? And how long have we interacted? Sorry, my goodness. I choke even to think about the number of years. And I don't want to date ourselves too much. But
it's been a while. Time. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We kind of indirectly did some worked in a company together, although we never had any direct interaction, but we've always run over past each other in the past. And I always have you in fond memory as being a gregarious, open, committed evangelist for the subject matter that I'm also in love with. So welcome on board.
Thank you. No, super excited, and I'm glad. You've had continuously a lot of really committed, passionate speakers, and I'm honored to be one of them. So let's get on with it.
Yeah. So we have a basic framework to this podcast. We can be adaptive, which is another bingo word that we constantly use. Maybe just so that I'm always a big fan of before people talk. And not enough people do this. I always want to know who is this person that's talking. What's their background? Okay. The list of your CV is a mile long, but I prefer that you put it into your own words. Kind of give us maybe a short synopsis of your CV and what I like to call your passion journey.
Fantastic. Thank you. I love that expression too, passion journey. Hey, Mark, it's really interesting. So I think it's almost one of those situations where you cannot separate the person from what he or she are committed to. So somehow with the upbringing and with my maybe dad instilling a lot of things in me in this space, something has always clicked in terms of the systems management or the system view of life and of the things that I do. So I grew up in Egypt. I'm a global citizen, live in the US. I'm an American for a long time. And truly as a person, someone who loves to find ways by which you make sense out of chaos, someone who through over the years, the engineering discipline that I was fortunate to have managed to find that that kind of help is needed for organizations, for individuals, for teams. And truly, the more I got into it, the more I got humbled in the fact that, oh my God, there's a lot to know. So I'm a great learner. I hope I can put myself in that category. I love learning. I'm hoping throughout the career that started in engineering, went into construction, went into manufacturing, went into product development, went into delivering training and consultancy globally, to ultimately also in between always go to industry. Because what I find very enriching is to not lose touch of the reality on the ground and don't end up being totally theoretical or academic.
Yeah. And that's why I'm so excited to have you on board, because that's what we have in common. That's where the title PM Cowboy, by the way, comes from.